Can we talk?
Oh, I don't know. Depends on who I'm talking to. Am I talking to Deke or Deacon Bromberg, the elevator king?
Okay, Mom, so remember how, like, in Two Broke Girls, you know, since the end of the pilot episode, Caroline Chang's serious goal was, with Max Black, was to earn $250,000 to help their cupcake business take off? $250,000.
That's a lot.
It's $250,000.
Wow.
Yeah, and so in the 6 seasons of that Two Broke Girls has been on the air, do you think Caroline and Max ever reached that goal? And if they did, what do you think what do you think Caroline and Max did next after they eventually reached $250,000? Do you think the series ended with them reaching $250,000 because that's the main reason why anyone wanted to watch Two Broke Girls, for the comedy, and also to see if Caroline and Max eventually find a way to reach $250,000.
If they want $250,000 to start a business, then as the show lasted, you would also see them open up, start the new business, right?
Right. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Mom. This is going to blow your mind. Caroline and Max actually did pass $250,000 2 times in the show's original run.
That's great. So they open their new business.
They did the second time. The first time they exceeded $250,000 was in, I think it was in Two Broke Girls in the ATM from season 3.
Oh wow!
When Deacon Bromberg gave Max Black and Caroline Channing check for $1 million.
Salted caramel, right?
Way more than
And but then they decided that it would be best to give it back to Deacon because they didn't want they didn't want his $1 million handout to be an easy ticket to success from that would make them cocky and overconfident.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, the first time Caroline and Max reached $250,000 was in Two Broke Girls in the ATM for season 3. Now the second time when they got $250,000 was in the season 5 episode Two Broke Girls and the Loophole.
Okay.
That was when Caroline Channing was paid $250,000 for the film rights to his story about losing all of her money after her dad went to prison and to be a fraud.
Right. Oh wow. Okay, so that means that was season 5. That means season 6 you could show them opening their new business.
They did.
Great.
But it's not just any cupcake business. It's also a cupcake bar. It's a dessert bar. They got to sell cupcakes and
my favorite
soft
kind of
drinks.
bar. Yay. Good. That sounds awesome.
Yeah. Well, since I'm 25 years old, I certainly like to eat at Cat Thanks and Beth Bear's dessert bar. Just to hang out and chat with them because I know that before I was born, they were also kids who grew up not far away from where we live.
You guys are both from Pennsylvania, is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. So do you guys go home and you have like hometown stories to tell, or how close were your cities?
Well,
You were mainline.
Yeah,
And
I-
I was Lancaster
yeah.
County.
I grew up in
so-
Bryn Mawr.
Yeah.
most
I
of
don't
my
get back so
family is-
often. I go back like every other year.
I used to live in Bryn Mawr.
Oh my gosh, it's awesome. Did you?
No, I didn't meet them. Well, okay, whichever one lived in Bryn Mawr, she would have been like a little girl, right?
Yeah.
So younger than me.
Okay. So do you think you ever got to see Beth or Kat when they were in Bryn Mawr?
I might have, not knowing, I might have unknowingly, because I'm from what years were they born?
Oh, Beth Bears was born in 1985 and Kat Thanks was born in 1986.
Okay. It would have been dates.
When you lived in Bryn Mawr?
It would have been very young.
Oh, okay. So you remember hearing?
We're talking like baby time.
Right. Oh, well, it's kind of nice that you guys wouldn't remember at the same time, because, you know, if I saved up, hey, maybe if I saved up $250,000, although I'm really hoping it costs less than that, I could pay Beth and Kat's agents to revisit their childhood homes in Pennsylvania, because that would be a great way for me to be friends with them and you know what they know about becoming an actor in the Hollywood business, while still staying in touch with their roots in Pennsylvania and New York.
Yeah, if you are in show business and in a position to meet them naturally as another showbiz person, you wouldn't have much luck as a fan, because I'm sure they have fans. Always, you know, they're not. Yeah, you have to be in show business yourself.
Yeah.
You know them from show business and not as a fellow showbiz person, and not as a fan.
Yeah, I know. Hey, did you know that originally nobody played? Initially, nobody played Caroline's dad, Martin Channing, in season 1. Not even in that one episode where she tried to visit him in prison on her birthday, or maybe it wasn't his birthday.
They haven't cast him yet. Yeah.
But Two Broke Girls finally did cast a professional actor to play Martin Channing in the season 2 premiere. Stephen Weber, the guy who played I think he's the guy who played Brian Hackett in Wings.
Oh, cool. Cool.
Yeah, and he's also done plenty of voice acting work in film and TV, which really makes me wish that the other Hackett brother from Wings, Tim Daly, who played Joe Hackett, I really think he could certainly use some more animated television roles or animated film roles outside of playing Superman and Superman the Animated Series.
Tim Daly was in private practice.
I know King Conroy got famous for voicing Batman the Animated Series, but even he took on some other cartoon roles outside of Batman the Animated Series. And yeah, I'd definitely like to get acquainted with Beth and Kat if I had the money to pay them to, you know, revisit their old childhood homes in Pennsylvania, because, you know, we fun to meet them that way. And I'd also like to get in touch with Kat Dennings and Beth Beers about asking them to resume their YouTube channels, because
Steven Weber.
yeah, that's what Steven Weber looks like.
Yeah, he played a doctor. Steven Weber and Tim Daly both played doctors at one point.
For Wings, that's pretty nice.
Is it true that the two broke girls are going to be rich?
We don't know that for sure, but we do know that we are going to come into some money in season 5. Caroline's life rights have been bought by Hollywood.
Yes, and the girls spent some time in Los Angeles, which will be really fun to see. And
yeah, I'm from the generation of people who watched Two Broke Girls in the 2010s, and because Kat and Beth are only 12 years older than me, that's why I think I could easily become good friends with them. And you know, I want to learn how they got into the acting business and like what was their path to stardom and success with Two Broke Girls. And since I have an active YouTube channel, I think I could. I'm sure I can find a way to convince Kat Dennings and Beth Beers to continue making new videos on their YouTube channels, because I mean, Kat Dennings' YouTube channel has been active since 2011, and Beth's YouTube channel hasn't been active since 2020. But hey, on the right side, at least I already have more subscribers than Beth Beers. No offense, Beth Beers, I definitely want to help you get more credit for your acting work at Two Broke Girls in the Neighborhood and help you make time for more acting credits, if that's possible. But I understand that you may not work a lot in acting because you already got married before Kat Dennings, so that's why of course you'd have less time for other acting credits. You'd have less time you'd have less time than Kat Dennings for more acting credits outside of Two Broke Girls. Still though, Beth Beers, Kat Dennings, if you're watching this, I really appreciate all the work you've done acting in Two Broke Girls and how, you know, it's very good at comedy. I also appreciate all the people who directed and wrote the episodes. I'm glad you made it past 100. The reuniting with your grandmother Astrid after waking up from a coma was a pretty good way to celebrate the 100th episode, especially if Astrid herself the character was 100 years old. And I'm also glad that Two Broke Girls ran long enough to. I'm also happy that Two Broke Girls ran long enough for Caroline and Max to open their cupcake business at the end of season 5.
Oh yeah, those two guys, they could pass for brothers when they're young. Yeah, Steven Weber, Tim Daly. Yeah, and then cast picture of Wayne, they totally look like they could be brothers. I haven't seen Wayne's, but Tim Daly was good right practice.
I saw two Wayne's episodes. Did you two Broke Girls?
Oh yeah, yes, Two Broke Girls.
And did you like that story I just told you about what happened those two times when Kat Dennings and Beth Pierce? I mean, did you like that story I told you about those two times in the series about those two times in the series? Did you like that story I told you about those two times in the series when Max Black and Kelly Channing actually did successfully exceed $250,000?
Yes, because I haven't seen those episodes. I did see the one with Grandma waking up the phone. Yeah, I haven't seen that.
I already showed that. I already showed that one to you, the coming out party.
Yeah, I just said I saw that one, but I don't think I've seen the ones where they got to $250,000.
That's good. Well, maybe after we watch. Well, maybe after we watch them, you can, you might have further insight as to, like, why didn't Caroline and Max open their $250,000 cupcake business the first time when Dee gave them $1 million shortcut into possibly doing that?
Even after 3 years with me as a friend, you still have a thing against rich people.
I do, because rich people suck. They think they're better than everyone and are generally sucky. So, he has money, I don't want it.
They hadn't earned it. They might end up wasting money and not succeeding. They hadn't earned it. They felt like they needed to, they didn't do the work to get there, so the business would also succeed.
Oh, right.
Right? If you take a shortcut, you might not know what you're doing and just lose some money.
Well, that's why season 5 was probably the Two Broke Girls series' most meaningful season yet. Caroline got to see her grandma waking from her coma in the 100th episode and tell her grandma who her real family is, after who she sees as her new, who she views as her real new family after her dad went to jail. Showing us all that she's learned about how to live and make friends without money. And Caroline and Max were booked to live they got to live in a luxurious apartment in Los Angeles or San Francisco for a month after Warner Brothers bought the film rights to her life story for $250,000. And the season 6 ends with that, and season 6 ends with them attending the premiere of that movie about Caroline Channing's life story.
Oh, that's awesome! And didn't Caroline Channing find out that her rich friends didn't stick by her, that they weren't her real friends, and she became poor?
Yeah.
I mean, that was sad. She found her real friends were.
Yeah, they pulled her away from that pop-up sale at Max Man, and Caroline was sorry because they didn't, and she realized that it wasn't really worth eating with her friends again. They weren't really as much as she thought they were.
And they, I guess, weren't her real friends.
So anyway, Mom, if we had the money to book them for a visit to their old homes in Pennsylvania, would you like to meet Beth Pierce and Kat Dennings in person and become friends with them?
Well, theoretically, but I don't think we have that kind of money to hire.
We might have that in several years if we save enough and know how much it costs to fight them.
Well, what I've heard about people giving like private concerts,
I'm not asking for a private concert.
Millions of dollars, millions.
I'm not asking for a private concert.
I know, but for someone to make an appearance, for just one person or one family, you should contact your agent and find out how much such a thing will cost.
I will.
See whether it's realistic.
Okay, but still, are you fascinated to see what happens in Two Broke Girls and the ATM and Two Broke Girls and the Loophole?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Okay. Well, you're here to hear first, folks. If you haven't watched Two Broke Girls, just want to give you a heads up. Caroline and Max do eventually exceed their $250,000 goal. Not once, but twice over the course of 6 seasons.
That's great.
Like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. like and subscribe if you want to watch more videos by Adam Cal.